So y'all had it looked like from every single position, every cylinder y'all had like, all right, yo, this is the year right here, and then the whole Kareem Hunt thing happens. Like, what was it like in the locker room after that happened?
To be honest, we was all sad and hurt by it because it was like, yo, that was our guy, and his work speaks for itself. I mean, you can't.
Definitely.
And shit, I knew who he was. That's how I knew the nigga was nice.
Yeah. So I mean, like the locker room. At the end of the day, it was during the middle of the season. So we legit had no choice but to be like, yo, we had a meeting right after that. Like, yo, that's our brother. This and that. We gonna support him to the fullest. But we gotta move on.
Yeah.
We trying to, and at this time I think we probably lost only one game.
That was hot.
Yeah,
that was cooking.
I think we only lost like one game up to this point. We were probably 9-1, and we was like, yo, we trying to go to the fucking bowl. So it's like we need to put this shit behind us, and with whoever we got, we gonna keep on rolling. So
as y'all should, man.
That's a situation right there.
It was tough though.
That was tough.
Yeah.
What is Mahomes like? Cause that nigga nice.
Nah,
you see the man in front of you. That nigga nice.
He's cool. He's cool as fuck. The most friendly dude you'll ever meet. Not on a high horse. Very humble. Comes from a great family. Great family support. His peoples is at every game, every single game, supporting them, and he has a great home base, a great foundation. So I think, as a young kid like that, because he's young. He's going into his third year now. He was just, this was just his second year. And this was his first year.
He was just chilling on the sideline his first year this whole time?
Shit. Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean, when you talk about dude who can make all the throws, super duper smart, very savvy.
He's
like,
nice.
very savvy. Like, he does things that, watching film, I've never seen other quarterbacks do. He's gonna be one of the greatest. I guarantee that. I put my last dollar on that shit. Like that nigga will be one of the greatest.
That boy's good.
Yeah.
I'm looking at him, I'm like, oh hell no. Dude's going at it with Tom right now, pass for pass. Like the numbers are just like I watch that game, I'm just like
first year starter. Going at it toe to toe with Tom Brady, both games.
But you won MVP this year, right?
Yeah.
He did?
He won MVP.
He got cursed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm dead ass.
Nah, I mean, I hear you.
You know what I'm
Tom
saying?
Brady
Look at
got
the
MVP
last-
before.
Yeah, he lost every time.
You would know. I don't know.
Yeah, you would definitely
For
know.
like the last 7 to 8 years, I think every single MVP in the last 8 years lost. And like Matt lost in the bowl. Tom lost in the bowl twice. Mahomes lost in the AFC. Like if you look it down the list, you'll be like, damn, they all went out in like the worst way possible.
Nobody want to be the P no more.
Speaking of top QBs though, you played against Rodgers yet? Nah.
Will this year, I believe.
Hold it down, do you doing something?
I always like to think like, cause in my opinion, like there's a couple of positions that I think are very, very difficult. One is quarterback. The other is cornerback. And people always told me, like, yo, you could move your feet well playing basketball. You could be nice at cornerback. And I'm just thinking about...
You was high? You was high?
No. I was never high. I'm just thinking, like, yo, I always made myself a cornerback in Madden whenever I created my play.
Right.
And my number was always 24 for my guy, Charles. But, like, I used to sit there and I'd be like, yo, you can't touch that, man. Like... It's very difficult to have to stay with him.
Techniques.
You get a certain amount of yards and like anything can happen and it's like, oh, that's your fault. So playing cornerback is like a very difficult thing. I know you safety now, but you still gotta play, like you still gotta guard guys
It's on the
one-on-one.
same
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Like
So
I'm lined up on the outside sometimes, like if fucking the tight end or somebody go out there, we in man coverage, I'm out there with them, or we in our threes or our match coverages and nigga line up in the slot. It's all the same thing.
That's it.
I mean, this shit is tough, but legit, it's just technique. Because at the end of the day, they're always gonna have the upper hand.
Yeah, always. Like always, significant upper
It's
hand,
not just like moving your feet and shit, because like they say, what 80% mental, 20% physical, and it's just that, like, knowing what you're gonna go up against. Like, I could line up against Joe Smo right now and shut the nigga down every single time. Can't line up against a fucking NFL wide receiver just randomly at times and just shut the nigga down. You gotta know what to expect, when to expect it, and you gotta cut shit down. Like me at the safety position, if I'm back deep and I see a certain formation, it's like, all right, and I know the down and distance, all right, boom, for my film preparation, might be getting this. I never like to look at too much because you see a lot.
It's too many options.
You see too much.
Too many options. Too many things it could be.
You know what I'm saying? So once you narrow that down and once niggas start getting into their route, you know what to expect because you know the combinations. So, I mean, it's more than just moving your feet.
That's thinking fast, though. That's
it's thinking
like mad fast.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's thinking fast. Like, some niggas just got it like that. They go out there and you tell them, yo, match up. But it gets to a point where it's like you can't do that shit. You gotta know.
So who's the in your opinion, who's the best, and this might be like you might have to break it out similar to wide receiver, but who's the best DB in the game right now?
As far as corner or
let's say cornerback.
Damn, man. Yo, I like Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, because he's physical, he plays great man coverage.
Very physical.
And that nigga got crazy ass ball skills. And he's tall, he's lanky, he's a big dude, you know? So I gotta say, I'll give it to him. I want him on my team all day. Especially if I'm at safety.
Yeah.
Put me on that nigga team, or him or Pat Pete. Put one of them niggas on my team all day and I'm good money.
Niggas ain't scoring nothing.
Right, because that gives me a fucking option. Like, alright, I could show right here on his side, but that nigga don't need my help right now because I know they gonna look away from him. So it's like, so I can help everybody else.
You're already limited the field.
That's really
like,
yeah. He's shrinking.
You good over there? I'm gonna stay in this squad.
Yeah, they shrink the field. They shrink the field a lot, and I feel like, you know, knowing how a team is gonna attack you, that's the best thing if you got corners like that.
Fire.
Speaking of having corners though, like what is the game plan for guarding Gronk? I mean, he retired now, so niggas ain't gotta worry about that.
I mean, just getting up in his face. I mean, getting physical with him. I mean, that's really all you can do because he got the advantage. He's 6'7", like 270. Yeah. You know, he can run well, but he's not fast. No, not fast at all. But he knows how to use his body. Like he'll get you off of him like this, and then Tom will put the ball back shoulder. Like I'm right here on him. Tom put the ball right out here, and next thing you know, he's catching it like this and turning this way. Yeah. So there's no way I'm punching that ball out. Look at my reach. That nigga's reach is right here. You feel what I'm saying? So he knows how to use his body. But he was blessed with a great quarterback too.
That too, yeah.
1 + 1 always equals 2.
I would say this is my last little question for you. What's more annoying? Well, not even more annoying. What would you prefer, guarding the wideout or guarding like a slot receiver?